Welcome to Wealth Hustle 247 podcast, your trusted guide to financial literacy, business innovation, and entrepreneurial success. Learn how to grow your wealth, make informed decisions, and turn your ideas into profitable ventures.
Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into the 20 rules of money, key principles that can help you manage, grow, and protect your wealth. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your financial habits, these rules are essential for long-term success. Let's break them down.
Welcome to your personalized deep dive. Today we're diving into a YouTube video. It's called The 20 Rules of Money from the channel Valuetainment. Got your notes ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. This video starts with a really interesting question. It asks how much money has actually passed through your hands in your life. It really makes you think.
Yeah, it does. It makes you realize that financial success, it's not just about how much you earn, it's more about how you manage what you have.
And how you think about it.
Exactly. The video frames money as a game anyone can learn.
Right. With the right mindset. Speaking of mindset, he doesn't hold back on calling out negative attitudes towards money. He calls people who always complain about money haters. Kind of funny.
It's true, though. Your mindset plays a huge role. Money is attracted to confidence and a positive attitude.
Okay, so that makes sense. Then he talks about this doubles game. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, it's a great way to think about wealth building. Instead of focusing on millions, you focus on doubling your money, step by step.
So like how many times would you need to double your money to reach $1 million?
Exactly. It suddenly feels more achievable, right?
Definitely less intimidating. But he also stresses the importance of timing.
Timing is everything.
It's about knowing when to hold back and when to go all in.
Like in poker.
Exactly.
He actually told this story about cutting back on expenses. Even though his business seemed to be doing well, he knew something others didn't.
Insider information.
Yeah, kind of. He was playing the long game.
Smart. Then there's this whole thing about a secret account, a crisis fund.
Separate from your emergency savings.
Like a financial safety net.
He actually said this secret account saved his company.
Wow. That's a pretty good endorsement.
Yeah.
Okay, last one for this section. His rule about flying first class. He says avoid it until you have $10 million in the bank. Seriously.
I think it's about priorities. Every dollar you spend on luxury is a dollar that could be invested.
True. But $10 million.
It's a mindset thing, thinking long term.
Okay, I can see that. So it's all about delaying gratification for long-term gain.
Exactly.
$10 million. It's a good motivator though, right? To think of it that way.
Definitely makes you think twice.
Yeah. So moving on, he has this rule about diversification. He says, diversification is for sissies.
Yeah, that one got my attention too.
Seems a little extreme.
It goes against the grain. But I see his point. Especially early on in your journey, you got to take risks.
Calculated risks though, right?
Of course. That's where leverage comes in.
And he's not just talking about debt.
No, he's talking about leveraging everything. Your network, your skills, your time.
It's about maximizing what you have. Working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Finding those force multipliers.
He gave that example of expanding your customer base without increasing your workload.
Right. That's leverage in action.
Makes you think. Okay, so we've talked about mindset, timing, leverage. Now he gets into the people you surround yourself with. He says, befriend moneymakers. What'd you think of that one?
It's not about being opportunistic. It's about learning from the best.
Soaking up their knowledge.
Exactly. And their connections.
Their network is like gold.
Right. They can open doors for you.
But he also talks about vetting potential partners, making sure they're the right fit.
Hire slow, fire fast.
Love that. Okay, so you've got your moneymakers. Now he talks about strategic partnerships.
Collaboration over competition.
Finding those win-win situations.
Exactly, where everyone benefits.
He's big on collaboration.
It just makes sense. Two heads are better than one.
And when those collaborations pay off, that's when you have to watch out for big check syndrome.
Oh, yeah. That's a real thing.
That feeling of invincibility.
Like you can do no wrong.
But it can be dangerous.
It can lead to reckless spending.
Exactly. You got to stay grounded.
Think long term.
Build sustainable wealth.
Don't blow it all in one place.
He gave that example of the guy who sold his house and then started spending like he was making $100,000 a month.
Ouch.
Yeah, not a good look.
It's all about discipline.
And making smart choices.
Absolutely.
Choices that set you up for the future.
Exactly. Discipline and consistency, those are key.
Absolutely. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, big check syndrome. Avoiding those impulsive decisions. Okay, next up, he talks about playing your game.
One of my favorites.
Right. It's so easy to get caught up in comparison
Totally. Comparing yourself to others. It's a recipe for unhappiness.
and bad decisions.
Exactly.
You got to focus on your own path, your own goals.
He used that example of the guy comparing his $8,000 to his cousin's $4 million.
Ouch.
Right? Talk about deflating.
It's like trying to run someone else's race. You'll just exhaust yourself.
Where?
Exactly. Okay, so then he talks about beating the index,
Another common trap for investors.
trying to outperform the market.
It can lead to unnecessary risk,
He's not saying you shouldn't benchmark against the index.
but it shouldn't be your only focus.
Right. Your investment strategy should align with your goals
Yeah.
and your risk tolerance.
Exactly. Which is why it's so important to understand your why.
That's a big one. Why are you investing in the first place?
What are you hoping to achieve?
Early retirement, financial freedom.
Leaving a legacy.
Knowing your why gives you clarity,
And motivation.
especially when things get tough.
It helps you stay focused on the bigger picture.
It's like having a financial compass, right?
Exactly.
Guiding your decisions,
Mm-hmm.
making sure your money is working towards your dreams. And speaking of dreams, his next rule is all about positioning,
Putting yourself in the right place at the right time.
creating your own luck,
Exactly. Like that example he gave of working for a company about to go public.
being strategic about your career.
Absolutely.
But he also said positioning isn't just about your career,
It's about all aspects of your life.
the people you surround yourself with, the skills you develop, even the neighborhood you live in.
It's about being intentional.
Creating an environment where success is more likely.
Exactly.
And we've already talked about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people, befriending those moneymakers,
Learning from their experiences,
tapping into their knowledge.
their networks.
It's not about using people, right?
Definitely not. It's about mutual benefit.
Collaboration.
Like we talked about earlier, strategic partnerships,
Finding those win-win scenarios.
leveraging each other's strengths.
Amplifying each other's success.
Exactly.
And when those partnerships are successful, it's important to stay grounded.
Avoid that big check syndrome.
Don't let success go to your head.
Stay humble. Stay focused.
And keep building towards your goals.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, there you have it. The 20 rules of money. Some unconventional wisdom to chew on.
A lot to think about.
What resonated most with you?
Tough one. I think for me, it's the importance of mindset and having a clear why.
Yeah, that's huge. If
Yeah.
you don't know why you're doing something,
No.
what's the point?
Exactly.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Hope you enjoyed it.
Always a pleasure.
Until next time.
That's it for today's episode of Wealth Hustle 247. Be sure to follow, like, comment, and share with others. Keep pushing toward your goals, and we'll see you in the next episode.